So the impulse for Palestine Writes was to have a physical space to gather our shattered family, to bring creatives, intellectuals, writers, scholars together across geographic borders, across linguistic borders, across generational divides.
We had African American and African speakers, we had Jewish speakers, we had indigenous speakers. We also catered to children. So we had story time with children and time to play. We had workshops all around for people interested in publishing or even in illustration. We had performances by oral storytellers in both English and Arabic, where they danced and played music and told stories that our ancestors used to tell when they were back home in their villages.
I met so many people that were visiting from Australia to come to the festival, and I met people that were coming from England, people that were coming from Palestine.
We also wanted to create an institutional space for Palestinian culture.
This event encompassed all the factors that are very important to connecting us to our identity and to highlighting the importance of connecting Palestinians in the diaspora along with the Palestinians inside of Palestine. And to me, this is a very, very important to strengthening our identity.
Right before the festival, for a few weeks, there's been buzz going on online from Zionists accusing us of being anti-Semitic. They've called us terrorists. They paid for trucks to go around campus calling our festival a Nazi jihadi conference.
There was extraordinary racism that we faced, the Zionist attacks. And they were unrelenting, they were vicious and venomous and racist and horrendous. And they have a lot of power. They have a lot of leverage with the university. A lot of them are big donors who, some of them are trustees at this university. The newspaper articles trying to demean us. The ADL, the Jewish Federation, Hillel, they organize these letter and email campaigns and calls to the university, to donors, everybody who funded us, at least the funders that they thought they could influence.
I think just the word Palestinian scared a lot of funders away.
Venues we reached out to initially, when they found out that we were Palestine Writes, had come up with a million excuses as to why they couldn't accommodate us, even though they had accommodated similar and larger festivals in the past. They had said something like, "Oh, it's great you're trying to humanize Palestinians," as if we're not human.
We've done nothing but work with students and departments on a university campus who wanted to celebrate books and stories.
We wanted, Palestinians in the diaspora to know our thinkers and to know our intellectuals and scholars and get to meet them. And we want to inspire our young people. A lot of people think, misunderstand that this festival is about bringing Palestinian culture to the West and etc. It's not. This is for us. It's for our children. It's for our young people. And it's for our friends too, the people who stand in solidarity with us.
These important stories that only we can tell in our own words. And I think it's such a testament to our resilience as a people that even in the face of so many horrific, unfounded attacks, that this beautiful festival went on.
We resisted and we persevered. So it's very symbolic of our struggle.
We're still here. That's what Palestinians do. We persevere. We really are a group that has weathered a lot of storms. And I really value the collaborative way that we work together to solve the problems that came up.
The festival happened despite all these people that were trying to cancel it, we won. We won this fight, and there's gonna be more fights that we're gonna win. And inshallah, there's gonna be more programming like this that's gonna happen.
Grew up adopted by a Jewish family. In my 30s, discovered that part of my family was Palestinian. And that opened up many, 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 many doors to learning more about my identity, being among Palestinians, asking questions, listening to stories, and sort of being embraced by this loveliness.
Somebody who's coming from Palestine, where you spend your day-to-day worrying about just existing, about whether they're going to kill you, erase you. The ways in which they preoccupy your mind about everything from where you can go, where you can't go, what you can say, what you can't say. You never really get the chance to step back and breathe and think and feel. You're just walking numb. And so coming here for me has been incredible because I have this ability to share with people I love and people I admire and be able to feel for the first time in a long time.
There were tatriz crafts, and we had coloring pages of Palestine and Palestinian authors who came to read their children's books on Palestine. So kids like giggled and laughed and were together in a space that represented and celebrated them, that wasn't about sadness and oppression.
The energy that the young people and the children are bringing here is just full circle moments and just beautiful to see. And they just bring an energy that, you know, they can only bring. And, you know, they represent the future, and it's just exciting to see all of these little mini discourses and conversations happening, spurred on from this festival, happening with the next generations.
This festival brings the idea we have lots to say and lots to write and lots to share, and also that there is a real history, an authentic real history that exists.
We don't have a space in North America for Palestinians and Arabs who write about Palestine, who write about their own experiences, who are just simply writers and creators and creatives, where we can feel comfortable in sharing who we are and sharing our stories.
You don't have to be Palestinian to support the Free Palestine movement. Like, we're from Ethiopia, like as far away as it can get. But I think that it just shows that people are able to have meaningful conversation. People are able to share thoughts.
There's a feeling of closeness here this weekend. There's a feeling of like, you know, you've just met somebody for the first time, but you feel like you've known them forever. And that's something I've never seen anywhere else.
It was almost like a mini Christmas. It was almost like being in a candy store. It's a fantastic effort. This festival helps in bringing these people together and to feel that the body of the Palestine is a whole again.
There was so much love in these rooms, like I could cry telling you about it. Like, people were so happy to be together. People were so happy to talk and engage and debate and share. Like, the amount of love that was in this space and the amount of community in this space, unlike anything.
I hope people come away from this festival feeling like they've just left the biggest family reunion that they've ever considered attending.
I think the festival is also a testimony that Palestine is more than just a physical place. Palestine is more than just a cause or a political struggle. Palestine is an idea. It's almost a bloodline. This festival is a historical move.
I think this is going to leave an indelible mark on the Palestinian community at large, not just here in Philadelphia.
Like, if people are coming from outside of the country to experience this, it means that it's not happening enough around the world, you know? So for it to happen here, it's created a global legacy that people are going to remember.
I think people will be talking about this for a long time because it really is a treat in every sense.
I hope Palestinians leave here with is this sort of stepping away from proximity to our colonizers towards proximity with our ancestors. Even though there's immediate pain and threat and anguish from our colonizers, but our power is in our heritage.
Everybody worked their butts off. Everybody spent countless hours. They are all volunteers.
You've all really enjoyed it. I'm sure you've seen me run around. I don't know how our women wore thobes in the past. I can't believe. But I'm really happy we did this. It makes me really emotional. And thank you so much, Susan, for including me.
We are very grateful, and we look forward to doing this again.
In this joyous, magnificent, brilliant space without all of you being here. Thank you for doing this.
I would
came to us, and I have heard from so many of you who have come literally from California, Indiana, Texas, and all parts of this country just to be here. And some of you have come up to us yourselves crying about what it means to you, and that is fueling us. It is inspiring us. We are going to be spending so much time unpacking this.
Resist! Palestine still exists! Fight! 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 Resist! Palestine still exists! From the river to the sea! From the river